Okay. Okay, sorry about that. 1 second, please. One moment, please.
Miss Maya, you know you're on mute, right?
Oh, snap. I've been talking for the last minute and I didn't notice. All right, let me go back. So as I was saying, put P10 on the notes because we want it to be above $5. So it's 480 now. We're thinking 550 or 575 would be a great range. Coin, Bana, and Wayfair did really good, which was bad for me. Roku as well, and not a great day for me overall. Because I'm shorting these obviously, but Vana is on hard buy, which is good for me. Macy's, like I was saying, close up to 1957, which is close to $20, which it likes this area a lot. We'll keep observing it. We do like Macy's, but it's at a high price point that we don't necessarily love. This is an area of support. It's a kind of a big area of support here between $20 and $25. EBC had a great, excellent day. As I was saying, it had a rough last week was very rough. And it started to pick up from here, from this doji, which was kind of like a flattish doji. And then now it picked up the last 3 days back up. and it had a wonderful day, basically up all day since the beginning of the day. It did slightly down in the post market, but that's nor here or there. It's been had a great day. Nikete 107.02 also had a decent day. Nikete turned around back to 107. Bank of America also had a decent day. It likes this $34 range that we had identified, $34. Um, so yeah, let's see if it keeps going up. The trend is still upward. It's still above the 50 and above the 200. So we'll keep observing that. Lucid also had a good day. The EVs did a little slight turnaround. This it would be a good, short the pops on the EVs because they have been uh, trending downward. Intel. Intel is 43.90 at the moment. It's doing a little like smiley face. We do like it below 40. Potentially $38 will be ideal. So we're gonna wait to see if it does, but it looks like it's picking back up. And so we'll continue to observe it at the price point that we like. American Airlines starting to do a little consolidation here around this $15 range. Again, we like it below $14. So if it gets below 13, this area down here, we love it. Absolutely 12 or even 13 will be a good price. We'll skip Home Depot for now, and today open didn't have the greatest of days, but it was still up because of the momentum of the market and also Nasdaq. So it's kind of good. It wasn't the highest, so it could go back to its ways and continue to go down. It's been having a little wave of pick me up, but it's still below the 50. So let's look at the losers. Losers of the day. So Beyond Meat, I'm not surprised. It has earnings in 14 days, so we'll put that on the notes to continue to watch and wait and see if it has a great big pop. That's when you want to kind of jump in and get some. Tesla, again, as I was mentioning, the EVs have been beaten down. It did a little pick me up the last couple of days as well, but now it's starting, to go back to its ways. See if you can get it again at this 172 area price that we had 170 area price that we had identified. And as you can see, it was downhill. Rivian also probably in the same boat. But this one did a little trick where it started popping up. This was the high of the day, went down slightly and then picked up and kind of stayed flattish near BWAP. So it wasn't too bad. Caro, I thought I was in this, but I must have gotten out, I guess, because it went down 2.15%. Yeah, so let's put that on the notes because I think it's going to continue to go. Oh, so yes, it went back up. I want to see if we can get it at the 180 area, this area here, 175. So put that on the notes for watch car, observe it. Amazon, I thought it had some good news and it looks like it's trending up, but the candle is red for the day. So it did trick a lot of people where it went up like crazy at the beginning of the day, choppy, chop, and then it was downhill. It was terrible for people who were going long on this, I guess. Softy, also, it went down and then kind of did like a little downward momentum at the beginning of the day, picked up, and then bam, after 130, it just went down. And I hope it continues and it brings the market down. We have a lot, it's a very heavy-handed for these mega caps, the Magnificent Seven. So that's softy for you, but let's look at the daily really quick. And here you go. You can see all-time highs. It was an inside day, so basically a vertical Friday. Dash is on hard buy. We'll look at Apple Magnificent Seven. Basically, it's kind of like a mirror of this reflection up and now reflection up, but it's not as quiet as high. It will fill up this gap. So Just wait for it, and hopefully it's not too weak. Oh, this is Google. Sorry, I thought I was looking at Apple. So this is Google, and Google slightly down as well, down over 1%. And yeah, it picked up in the afternoon around noontime, but then it just went downhill from there. Um, sorry, Apple. Apple, very similar to Google. It did a decent kind, it didn't do that well at the beginning, but then it kind of sort of pick up, but it stayed mostly around VWAP and then it went downhill. And you can even see in the post market, it's not doing that well. On a daily, it's not been doing that well. If you look at if you look at the overall kind of trend from here, this was the high close to 200. This hill is lower than this hill, and then this hill is lower than this hill, and it looks like it's still trending down. So see if you can get it around this area that we had identified at 180 or so, as a price point for Apple. We already went over Google. AMD is still up there in the highland. This space is very dangerous. You have to manage your risk very carefully here, because this stuff is just shooting up the air one day, going crazy, momentum up because of Nvidia. But yeah, the beginning of the day was fabulous. If you pick up this bull flag and got out of here, and or even here, you would have done fabulous. And then got out, hopefully, and then it was just downhill unless you reverse and did a short. uh Netflix, let's look at it at the daily, has been having, like I said, it's been consolidating in this 557, 560 area. We don't know what it's gonna do. We don't know if it's gonna go up. We don't know if it's gonna go down. Hopefully it does go down and fill, and eventually fill up this bag. But again, with the momentum of it could get to the 600 area. But time will tell. According to the earnings, they weren't that fabulous. Um, no, they were I mean, it was slightly negative, but it is Netflix. It's high. So yeah, it could go down um after it reaches that 600 mark, maybe. All-time highs were 700. We don't know if we'll get there, because that was when everything was crazy in COVID land. Triple Q's down. Let's look at Dash real quick before my time is up. So this is 118.34, all-time highs. This thing is just not giving up, not giving up every single day. It's been going up. It's already here at 118. I would think that the next rejection point here is 130. So that's $12 more per share that you can risk. But again, manage your risk. Momentum is up, but things could always manage your risk and see if it'll get there, and take your money and run. McDonald's. Let's look at bank. Did we look? Oh, this is Boeing. Again, Boeing's been bouncing around here, up, down, up, down. So again, I think it's gonna go down. Let's see if it gets to that $200 mark. Just wait for it, because if you look at the trend, it's below the 50 and below the 200, and this thing is curving kind of down. So, but the lows are kind of higher, but again, just be patient, because things could go down slightly, especially if there's a lot of storms and stuff like that. NVDA didn't really move that much, gracias a Dios, but it's still high up there in Highland, just very high valuation here. Got to that 750. There was some sort of upgrade that this could get up to, like, 800 or 900, those analysts being exaggerated, but who knows? It could. At the moment, that's what it looks like. It's just no stopping this train, or this jet of exaggeration, NASA going up to the moon. So yeah, so like I said, if you're in this and you get FOMO, just try to get your money and run as soon as you get some money. Meta which has been kind of hovering around this space. Still, it was slightly up from Friday, but kind of went down and then up. It didn't really reach the high, which is 487. Hopefully, it does come back down to earth and goes back to 400. It has to fill this gap at some time, and it's at all-time highs. So basically, it blew off this resistance and surpassed it at 400, and now it's at 467. The highest it has gone is to that 488. They might push it up to that 500, and people think it's going to continue, and uh, just get people really excited about making money and FOMO here and there. So just again, be careful if you are going to go long on this. Just go long, but make sure you take your money as you keep on stepping up on this. DraftKings must have done. I'm not. It went down, but then went back. I would have thought it would have jumped a little bit more yesterday with all those people making bets. But it wasn't negative and it wasn't too positive. It was kind of flat for the day. And that's all I got. I did a short synopsis because I'm on a time crunch. I do have my book, but I won't have time to share the next chapter. But I will just let you know that we'll continue with the book, and the next continue with the what was it, the balance sheet. So I will talk more about the balance sheet next time and won't go as fast. And that's all I have.
Grazie. Um, Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl champions. How about them Chiefs? If we can't be the Patriots, then might as well be the Ravens. And if it can't be the Ravens, might as well be in the AFC.
You got it. I mean, congratulations to them. They were the better team. And that's sports for you.
See,
It's fabulous. That's sports are good for the mind.
yes, good for the mind. It encourages people, and it's good for the body too when you play.
Of course, absolutely. That's the best thing. And you have to use your mind to use that body. So it's a strategic thing when you can play sports and play it well. And
So now I'm going to thanks for finishing quickly. I'm gonna get some wet wipes and wipe some a choo choo down because
oh,
this choo choo smells like
which
camel.
choo-choo? Is it the
You know
choo-cha
which
or
one. You know which
huh?
one. You know which one.
I don't. That's what I'm asking.
The Loca.
Okay, there you go. Because you say choo-choo, I'm thinking the other
It,
choo-choo.
it's always gonna be the Loca.
But choo-choo is male.
Now I'm gonna be talking negative about.
Sorry, but it is what it is, and you have to have a loco, and that's it.
Yeah. So someone.
Families are made of people of different personalities, and you
Yes.
just gotta accept it
Yeah.
and play. And have they all everybody has their strength and weaknesses. That's all I
Someone
can
got
say.
into camouflage, whatever likes to call it. Uh,
If you're wiping, that means it's bad.
yeah, it's. I've had a day of this, and she seems to like keep getting in more camouflage, and someone doesn't want to clean her, so
Someone doesn't
doesn't
want
want
to
to
clean
clean,
it.
so I have to do
That isn't that
it.
kind of extra? He's the one that person is the one that takes them everywhere.
Yes, and that person is the one. That's the cause of her getting into camouflage.
And so that person should be responsible for the
Uh,
cleaning.
yes, but
But
so other
yeah,
people's standards are different from other people's standards.
you can say that again.
Um, so
We
I'm
have
about
high
to do this.
standards up in this joint.
Yes.
Anyway, I'll call you.
All right, peace out.
Peace out.